Hey there, guys and gals. This is your host Joe, Life with Yosef, and I'm in Peoria, Maricopa County, Arizona, and I'm going to do a restaurant review here of the Cracker Barrel. Now, I swore I'd never eat at Cracker Barrel again, and last week when I swore I'd never eat at IHOP again, and I did, I talked about the Cracker Barrel, but it did make it got left on the editing room floor. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about my previous Cracker Barrel experiences once I get inside. But I drove today from Bullhead City. I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I want to sit down dinner. So here we are, and we'll see what's next. I was seated right away. I got my order taken promptly by Bonnie. They're going to put my stuff right in. I'm going to have meatloaf with 3 sides. Parking lot's sure full of cars, and there's a lot of people here. So, and here comes your host with the most. So we're going to talk about Cracker Barrel here in just a second. The Dish and I used to go to Cracker Barrel in Corpus Christi, Texas, a lot when we would go to the hockey games. We had a really good time. It was really a good experience down there when we were Winter Texans. Hold on, oh, here we go. Awesome, my friend. Thank you. And we were someplace else in Texas. I want to say San Antonio. I think so. And we went into one to eat breakfast, and it's about 9:15 or 9:20 in the morning, and we get seated, and there's still a pretty full dining room, a lot of older retired type people, and it's during the week, and I don't know why the front of house manager decided, hey, let's have an all hands meeting. Now, we didn't get coffee, water, acknowledged, or a menu for 9.5 minutes. Now, it wasn't the server's fault, it was the front of house manager's fault. And there were people really starting to get indignant. They didn't have they didn't get served, there was no coffee, they had ordered and their food wasn't being brought out. It was really, you couldn't pick a worse time to have a front of house, an all hands meeting. So I looked at the dish and said, we're out of here. And I got up and I went to the hostess and said, I want to speak to the front of house manager now. Well, he wouldn't come out and talk to me. So we just left and we went to IHOP of all places because I was hungry. And that's when we got excellent service at IHOP, about the only time I've ever got excellent service and food at IHOP. And we told the guy the story and we tipped the hell out of him. So normally, Cracker Barrel I've had a really good experience at, but this one time we didn't and they pissed me off and I never went back. And they're not really in California all that much anyway, and they just weren't handy. So being that I'm in Peoria right now, I thought, let's give them a chance. So far so good, and my server Bonnie just refilled my iced tea. So I'm pretty happy about that. So we're going to sit and enjoy the ambience, and we're going to see when the food comes. And I ordered a meatloaf and 3 sides, and we're going to have a look at that when it comes. So we'll see what's next. Mashed potatoes with brown gravy. The meatloaf is really good. They did not have the steamed broccoli, so I went with the green beans and some coleslaw, which I do like coleslaw, surprisingly enough. And I'm going to get a piece of pecan pie for dessert. Whether I eat it here or take it home remains a mystery. Well, what's my take on the Cracker Barrel in Peoria, Maricopa County, Arizona? My service was excellent, and I tipped appropriately. My food was very good. Now, when you make a lot of it fresh, they were a little late on the cornbread, but it was hot when it came out, so I could live with that. I'd rather have hot, fresh cornbread, which I'm a sucker for, than cold, dry, stale cornbread if it comes out right when you order it. I'd rather wait a few minutes. I ate it at the end. It was perfectly fine. I'm really happy about that. I thought that was a smarter business choice. And my server did offer me a regular biscuit, but I went with the cornbread. It was hot, it was good. 10/10 on the cornbread. Um, I asked for pecan pie, and they didn't have any left. Again, it's the end of the day, the end of the week, the end of the weekend, but they had chocolate pecan pie, which I've never had. And I gotta say, that was awfully, awfully good. So again, 10/10 on the substitution. I was very happy with that. I got my iced tea endlessly filled. The background noise was not oppressive like it is in some places. I enjoyed my experience. I am back on. Cracker Barrel's back on my good list. At least my experience here dictates it. So, if you're in Peoria, Arizona, and you want to try Cracker Barrel, it's Bell and the 101 Loop. I have to recommend it and think if you like Cracker Barrel, you'll have a good experience here. So this is, as always, your host, Joe, Life with Yosef, another Joe's Restaurant Review. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you. And we'll see you for the next one.